Hey folks, welcome to the Dark Side Uncovered. Today, we plan to get spooked by a horrific event based upon true folk belief. Grab some popcorn and get ready to be scared by a true Airbnb horror story. However, before we get started, if you want to get possessed every time by the spooky vibe of lingering paranormality, subscribe and hit the bell icon for more horrific experience. Once upon a time, in a quaint little town, there lived a newly wedded couple named Mark and Emily. They were madly in love and had decided to embark on a romantic getaway to celebrate their recent marriage. Excitedly, they began searching for the perfect place to stay, and that's when they stumbled upon a charming cottage listed on Airbnb. The cottage, nestled deep in the woods, seemed like a dream come true. It was an old Victorian-style house with a picturesque garden surrounded by tall, looming trees. The photos online showcased a cozy interior, complete with a crackling fireplace and a vintage charm that instantly won their hearts. Eager to experience a truly unique honeymoon, Mark and Emily booked the cottage without hesitation. Little did they know that this decision would mark the beginning of a nightmare they could never have imagined. Upon their arrival, the couple was greeted by a kind, elderly lady named Mrs. Thompson, the owner of the cottage. She had a frail appearance, with silver hair cascading down her shoulders and a warm smile that put them at ease. She handed them the keys and wished them a pleasant stay, cautioning them about the peculiarities of the old house. As the sun began to set, the atmosphere took on an eerie feel. Shadows danced on the walls and the wind whispered through the branches, creating an unsettling symphony. Despite the uneasiness, Mark and Emily attributed it to the cottage's age and brushed off their concerns. That night, as they lay in bed, strange things started happening. The sound of creaking floorboards echoed through the house and doors mysteriously swung open and shut. Emily's heart raced and she clung to Mark, seeking comfort. They tried to convince themselves that it was just their imagination playing tricks on them. But as the days went by, the disturbances grew worse. Objects moved on their own, and eerie whispers echoed in their ears. Emily's anxiety reached its peak, and she insisted they leave immediately. However, Mark, the rational one, believed there must be a logical explanation. He was determined to uncover the truth and put Emily's fears to rest. Rivaled by curiosity, Mark began digging into the history of the cottage. He discovered that decades ago, a young couple had lived there. Tragically, the wife had died under mysterious circumstances. Rumors swirled that her spirit still haunted the cottage, seeking revenge on those who dared to disturb her eternal slumber. As Mark relayed the chilling tale to Emily, a shiver ran down their spines. Suddenly, they realized the horrifying truth. They were not alone in the cottage. The ghost of the deceased wife had latched onto their presence, tormenting them with each passing day. Terrified, Mark and Emily desperately searched for a way to escape the clutches of the vengeful spirit. They tried contacting Mrs. Thompson, hoping for guidance, but she mysteriously vanished, leaving no trace behind. They were trapped, facing an entity that would stop at nothing to claim its vengeance. Night after night, the couple endured relentless torment. The ghostly presence grew more violent, leaving them bruised and battered. They could no longer deny the severity of their situation. The spirit intended to claim one of their lives. And finally, on a stormy night, when the wind howled and rain pelted against the windows, the spirit revealed its true intentions. Emily woke up to find Mark's lifeless body beside her, a look of sheer terror etched onto his face. She screamed, her heart breaking as the realization set in. For sorrow, and into the teens, the spirit had claimed her beloved husband, exacting its final revenge. Broken and consumed by grief, Emily managed to escape the cottage and seek help from the authorities. They investigated the house but found no trace of the spirit or Mrs. Thompson. The cottage stood empty, its walls holding the dark secrets of its past. Years later, the tale of Mark and Emily's horrific experience at the haunted Airbnb cottage became a cautionary tale, whispered among locals. Some claim that the spirits of the couple still haunt the cottage, forever trapped in a cycle of tragedy and despair. And so the once charming cottage now stands as a chilling reminder of the dangers that can lurk behind seemingly innocent and beautiful facades. Its story serves as a warning to all those who dare to venture into the unknown, for not all dreams have a happy ending. If you were horrified, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon to get updated on more terrifying events.